What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Train Simulator 2022 episode. Today is a very special episode. I have been waiting for this pack for months now. It's finally here. It is the BNSF SD40-2 pack from Searchlight Simulations. So as you can see, we've got all 5 variants that you get with the base pack. It is $25. I will have it linked in the description below. You can go get it for yourself. I highly recommend you go get this. This is the best pack they have done yet, and there's more to come from them. So without further ado, we're going to get right into the locomotives. So the first one here is a variant of the H1. I believe this is H1 VMV. I believe the VMV stands for who painted it, but I'll get rid of this. As you can see, nice, crisp, clean textures, logos. Looks very good. We're gonna do this. There we go. Those aren't that important. Timelies aren't that important, but you can just see this looks really, really good. And the weathering they did on it looks really good. It's like these truck textures. Oh, to die for. Look at the front. See, looks pretty doggone good in the front. And the other side pretty much looks like the side. So we'll hop in the cab. We'll let it load in real quick. Now I'm not going to go through all of the variants. We'll go through textures, the outside textures for all of them, but I'm not going to go through the inside because they all pretty much look the same for the most part. Here's the inside. You get your quantum speedometer, which has a counter. You can't actually dim it. It's kind of sad, but oh well. The windows obviously open with your shaders. Your visors move out and extend. Your wipers work, as always. This is one that I like. The heater, you can turn the heater knob and it makes a sound. So there's low. Oh. There's medium. And there's high. There's that. Attendant call button. Here's your quantum EOT reader. And this works where you can dump it from the end. That sounds like the engine just turned off. There's just look at this. This looks so good. There are your switches. These look like they've been through hell and back. Look at all that. Here's the horn button. Here's the horn lever. We'll go ahead and blow the horn so you can hear it. One nice feature back here. You flip that switch, and the horn's cut out. Alright, moving on right along. Here's our Ritron radio with active. Oh, shit. And there's actually sound that comes out of them. Sounds like the engine turned off. Huh. Interesting. So we'll turn the engine back on. Let it do its thing. Another thing is chairs move. Don't know why you need the chairs to move, but the chairs move. We're gonna open them. We're gonna open the door so you can listen to the startup sound. I'll shut up. Man, does that sound good. So that's basically it for the inside. The one nice thing about this is these come with, I believe it's called auto. It's called smart start. I believe if the engine sits idle and low idle for a certain amount of time, the engine will shut down, as it did. It's shut down. So then if you go to your isolation switch here, there's your winter isolate to isolate at a higher RPM in the winter because it's so cold out. They don't want the engines to gel. So this is your winter isolation. Here's just your straight regular isolation, and here it is when you put it into run. Thing. But just look at these decals that they've got on here. They're so clean and crisp. There's the conductor side. Just look at like the door handle. It's like paint chipped off of it and everything. And you've got your form holders all right in here. BNSF along the side. Cab light. And yeah, that is basically the... Oh, that's cool. I didn't even notice that. That's badass. I didn't know that. So this is the inside of this one. We will move on to... This is basically what the other H140 looks like as well. So we'll move on to the BN ones here in just a sec. Alrighty, so here are the BN variants that you get. You get this BN variant right here, the 8011. This is the ditchlight era of the BN. Towards the end of the BN era, they started adding ditch lights to their SD40s due to the FRA mandate of all engines needing ditch lights. Look at that 3-point contact. If I can find it. 3-point contact sticker. That looks really cool. And you can see all the weathering that they've got on here. It's just really well done. You can see the SD40 is weathered out. And we'll go up. Can't really see it as well. But you can see the tops are weathered as well. You can definitely tell that they've been on the road. These things are warriors. So there's this one. The next BN one is patched out for BNSF, and it has nose lights, and it's got the American flag on it, which I think is really cool. I like that the BN did that. Kind of get an overview of it, and I think this is the one I'm supposed to drive around. So we'll go on the cab of this one. I can show you the inside of the cab on this one. There we go. So almost the same setup. It's just a tad bit different. Go ahead and open the windows up. A tad bit different. Notice there's no digital speedometer. It's still the pulse needle one. Your quantum alerter is right here. Your button box, your EOT box is here. And the horn is different. The horn is a solenoid. I believe that's what they call it. I think that's what it's called. I don't know. It's the button instead of the lever. I think this is what they call a solenoid or something. I think that's what it's called. really the main difference here. Are you doing fart? Ha! I've never noticed that before. I don't know if this is an actual sticker they have in their engines, but that is funny. I've never noticed that before. That's good. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. Another thing you can do is you can cut out, I believe this is, hang on, you can cut out this. So this is your air brake. You can cut it out. So here, I'm gonna zoom in and then watch. So we've cut it out. Nothing. Does not work. Then you go like that. And it now works. Oh, it's tested in Lincoln. Nice. See, it's these small details right here. It just separates them from everybody else. Turn that down. We don't really need to be listening to them talking. But yeah, that is the inside of the BN locomotives. So we'll hop out and we'll take a look at this bad boy real quick. Alright, and then the last BN variant you get is basically like this. It just does not have the American flag right here. It's patched out for BNSF. There's no American flag here, and they added this right here, the BNSF under the letter, under the numbers. Which on this one, the numbers are gone from here. Oh, maybe putting it in here wasn't such a good idea. The numbers are gone off the cab side, whereas this one they are not. There's that, and there's some more weathering and all that good jazz. So that is your 5 locomotives that you get right now with the pack. The Searchlight team has already said that there will be an update to this with BNSF skins, which I'm assuming will include the snoot nose 40s that the Santa Fe had, and then the regular 40s that they had, which will be in the freight bonnet scheme, which I am looking forward to. So to end the video, we'll do a couple run-bys of a few of these engines leading, and I will show off the next thing we're going to talk about in the next video, which is the freight car pack that has also came out with this. So we'll be running some of those cars in with the run-bys. So I'll see you guys next time for the next episode of Train Simulator 2022. Take care, guys. Alrighty guys, let's get back into it. So here we have the other thing that Searchlight Simulations released along with the BNSF SD40-2 pack. You can get the JR Freight Pack 02 and it is free on the website. That is right, it is free and you get all of this. This I have been waiting for a while as well, and I must say that the guys at Searchlight did an amazing job on these as well. Probably the best freight car pack to date that has been made for Train Simulator 2022. Alright, so let's get into it. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 6 different cars we got to talk about. We're going to start with the ones right here. These are the Waffle Box Cars. And Woody kind of went all out with the schemes here. So we have old Santa Fe. We've got the modern BNSF. We've got new Santa Fe. We've got CSX. We've got Detroit, Toledo, and whatever the I stands for, I don't remember. Another CSX that I guess I added. Grand Trunk. mean, just look at the tech. Just look at the weathering on these. They look like they've been in freight service for quite some time. We've got Milwaukee Road, pretty nice, America's Railroad, and then we've got NS, and that last one's supposed to be Norfolk and Western, but it is not. It ended up being NS for some reason. But you get a Norfolk and Western scheme as well as the NS, the Waffle Box Cars. So that is that. I'm gonna go kind of fast through these just because there's so many. This is the 4250 hoppers in the GATX scheme, and then behind it are like 7 different schemes of the Gunderson 5188. And I probably should have spaced these out better, but you get BNSF, you get Union Pacific, you get GATX, you get GBRX, you get 2 different schemes of Kansas City Southern, so you get their Bell scheme, which I like these cars, and you get the plain white ones, which I think are supposed to have the logos. I don't know if this one doesn't have the logo on it or not, but you get that. You get this NOKL one. You get Canadian Pacific, which is actually Sioux Line, but it is what it is. You get the SOX, the ex-BNSF ones. You can see it's patched out from BNSF. And you get another variant of the Union Pacific. This one's actually lettered for UP, where the other one was lettered for CMO. So that is your Gunderson 5188 hoppers. And these next is the FMC box cars. And we're going to start from the front and work our way back as well. So you get Columbus and Greenville. A printing company. I can't read that. I don't know what that says. You get that? I don't know what that one is. You get CSX. You get the East Camden and Highland car, which their reporting marks are each, which is kind of funny. HS, which New Orleans Public Belt Railroad. That's pretty cool. You get the Maine Central. You get this in a dark scheme and a white scheme. Okay. I think OKT, whichever railroad that, maybe it's Oklahoma Terminal or something. I don't know. Get your stock rail box in the RBOX one, and then you get this one. Sabin River and Northern, I think that's what that says. So you get those as well. So that is your FMC box cars. Next is your 2-bay sand hoppers. You get it in 2 or 3 different BN schemes. You get the white scheme, you get the weathered green scheme, you get the clean BN green scheme. You get 3 different variants of the BNSF one. You get the H1 logo in white, you get the H1 logo in this like burgundy color, and then you get one with, I think there's one with the H3 scheme as well. And then you get lovely Missouri Pacific, which this one is stenciled for the C and the EI. I think that was a predecessor of the Mopac. You also get one from Mopac with the Screaming Eagle logo instead of this. That's one thing I like. That's on these ones, it's a random skin generator. So I think for each car they have like 2 or 3 different schemes for each car. So when you place one down, it won't be the same as the next one that you put down. So that's pretty cool, I must say. Chicago Northwestern, my favorite railroad of all time. You get CSX. This one also has several different schemes. It has, this one happens to be in the Chessie scheme. The Denver Rio Grande. The Detroit and Toledo, the DNTS. Grand Trunk. Katy. Here's the Mopac Screaming Eagle. It's a pretty good logo. And you get the Southern Pacific. So that is your 2-bay sand hoppers. And next is the Bulkhead flat car. Comes in BN colors and BNSF colors, which are back in there, and you get different loads. This one has steel on there that looks pretty weathered. Looks like it's been through a couple rainstorms. And the car itself looks pretty detailed as well with the look of the lumber that's on the bottom of the car. So you get that. There's your empty variant. And then here's the BNSF variant. This one has pipe loads on it. And then here is your empty variant. So that is your Bulkhead flat car options. And then last but not least, we have the straight up, just your straight 60, I think it's 62 foot flatbeds, BNSF and OTTX schemes. There's really not much of a difference. Just the OTTX is painted yellow, BNSF is painted in their typical like burgundy color. But look at the weathering on this; it looks so good. This comes with pipe loads, and then your empty variant as well. They have said that the community can make different child objects that you can put on here, so I'm hoping somebody gets on that and adds different loads like tractors and cat equipment and all that stuff. That'd be kind of cool to have. And here's your OTTX variant as well. So that is basically a quick run through of this freight car pack. Like I said, it is free on the Searchlight Simulations webpage. I will have it linked in the description below so that you can go and check this out. You need to have this. It's quick and simple. You just run the installer and it installs it for you. That is all you have to do. And like I said before, it is free. So like I said in the first part, we're going to go ahead and do some run-bys with these cars. I'm going to pick these up. I've got some locomotives sitting down here. I've got a 3-pack of 40s. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up all these cars, and then we're going to run a quick run-by at the west end of Harv Yard, and maybe a little run-by a little ways down the track, just to kind of show off everything. So I hope you guys liked the video. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. And like I said, get on Searchlight Simulations page. Pack is $25.99. Sorry, $24.99. My bad. And then you can pick this up for free off the Searchlight Simulations page. So until next time, guys, take care.